Hi everyone, welcome to week 7 in Comm 102. Things change quite a bit in this week, but the nice thing is we'll follow this exact same format in this class for almost the entire rest of the semester. So once you understand how these weeks work, after week 7 you'll be fine for all the other ones because they follow all the same format, just the content changes a little bit. So I'll take the time to kind of explain how all this works. So this is the first week of the first final formative speeches in front of a live audience, which will be fantastic. And so kind of based on what you're doing, so some of you will present this week, some in week 8, some in week 9, and I'll kind of explain what the different responsibilities are. So it's kind of an overview here, but I'll dive right into the individual assignments as we get into them. So first off is if you are assigned, if this is your week to give a speech, as you can notice, you have to have that live audience. It's not authentic if you don't have an audience. And they have to be in the room in person, not on Skype or FaceTime or anything else. So just make sure you have that, or else it's not an authentic experience. You won't receive any credit for your speech. Make sure you practice it. Make sure test your video quality, test your audio quality, test everything before you actually record. That will just really help to make sure you can receive all the credit you can, and me and everyone else in the class can fully understand everything you're saying in the speech. So do that, record it, and then you're obviously going to upload it to your group discussion board. So that's if you're giving it, that's due by Wednesday night. Next, if you're giving your speech, you also need to submit your final outline and the feedback you got from the presentation practice center that you submitted during week 5. So make sure both of those do get uploaded to this assignment, and you'll be able to receive that credit. So both your speech, your outline, and your evaluation when it's your week to do this. So regardless whether you're giving a speech or not, everyone does speech evaluations every week, including on your own speech when it's your week. So what you'll do is you will download this file, which gives you an area, so you'll watch each speech that's given that week, and you go and you do 2 things. First, you give it a score for each of these categories between 1 and 4, and this is the most critical. You leave detailed comments of why you scored it that way. If you don't, then I have no way to know if you actually watched the speech or if you just assign random numbers. So you've got to say in these comments both that they did it and how. So if they said use an attention getting device, say, yeah, they talked about their dog doing this or whatever. So specifically tell me how they achieved each of those scores, if that makes sense. And you just create a new tab for each student. Each speech, put their names up in here, and then you'll submit that whole assignment. So hope that makes sense. So you do that every single week, regardless whether you're giving your speech or not, and you do evaluate your own speech that way. So those are all due by Saturday. So speeches by Wednesday, evals by Saturday. That's kind of the general format we've done in this class. The next section in this class is your discussion board. So this is new. The first half of the semester you did a lot of reading and quizzes. Now you go into discussion groups. So this is separate from your speech groups. In these discussion groups, you take one of these scenarios and you respond to it. There are ethical situations, how you would respond to it. And I'm looking for some thought, some well thought out, not just a sentence. So you think through it, and then by Saturday, so by Wednesday you post your post, by Saturday you respond to your group members' post. And both things are most of your points actually come from responding to others. So just make sure you don't forget to do that after you've done your own initial post by Wednesday. So that will happen every week for the rest of the semester. You'll have one of these discussion links that you do each week. The next thing is just your semester-long test. If you remember, you took this, I think, in week 2 of the semester. Now this is the mid test, and then you'll take it again at the end of the semester. Once again, it's just measuring your learning, and only your highest score will count between the 3 attempts. So just do your best. It's not an open book. Can't get help from anyone, but just do your best to answer the questions, and you'll have another chance to take it again at the end of the semester. So don't stress too much. You still have another attempt left on this. And then your last one is just the usual participation quiz. So I know it's a lot, it's a change, but once again, this exact format will be followed the entire rest of our semester. So it'll become very familiar to you. Please let me know any questions you have.